Would you rather, guys, walk on all fours like a cat or wriggle everywhere like a worm? They're getting dumber. These are getting dumber. I'm gonna say all fours like a cat, because where are the perks of wriggling around on the floor like a worm? I don't think there is a perk. But if you guys can think of one, you know, enlighten me in the comments below. Let me know what you guys would pick, and let's roll that intro. Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel, and today we're on the pilot of Bones. I'm really excited for this. I put a poll on my Patreon, let you guys decide which pilot I'd watch next, and this was victorious in that, so here we are. So I hope you're happy with your pick. What I remember from this show is very little. I remember Booth, Brennan, major sexual tension, and a scientist guy that ended up being a serial killer. That is legit what I remember from Bones. I'm sure things will like jog my memory when watching, perhaps, but the pilot specifically, it's like my mind is blank. I just don't remember it. I literally don't remember. I know it was years ago, but still. So I'm excited to see what sparks when watching it. And I remember loving it. I remember loving the show. I don't know why I never finished it. I'm excited to dive into this. I hope you guys are as well. Please remember I have a Patreon where you can take part in polls like said one that I've just discussed. And I have extended and exclusive videos over on there much further ahead. It's a right riot. Really helps support this content here on YouTube as well. So, you know, check it out. I'd appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get stuck into this pilot. Here we go.
Did anybody meet the flight from Guatemala? Aviateca Airlines? What gates?
Not a single person helped them. Interesting.
Sir, excuse me, you...
I would hate this.
Yeah. Hi. The flight from Guatemala?
Oh, sweetie.
Kinda love her.
Yeah, diving headfirst in a pit of cadavers is no way to handle a messy breakup.
Angela, nothing Pete and I ever did was messy.
Then you were not doing the right thing.
Sir, why are you following us?
Oh, attack! Security, hello! Who runs this airport? Kick his ass!
Step back now!
He attacked me!
Hand over the bag.
Oh, is that what this is about?
This show has aged very well. Just saying.
I'm not a sociopath. I'm an anthropologist at the Jeffersonian.
Who works for the FBI?
It
You
is.
were illegally transporting human remains, man. And you assaulted a Homeland
Angel
Security
himself.
agent.
FBI, Special Agent Seeley Booth, Major Crime Investigation, DC. Bones identifies bodies for us.
Don't call me Bones. She's all yours? Why did you stop me?
What does it matter? You're free to go. Let's just grab your bags. Click, click, clang, clang.
You set me up. You got a hold for question request from the FBI, didn't you?
Oh, I remember another guy that was rich and no one really knew he was rich. Is that right?
Pull over.
Didn't even signal. Naughty boy.
What's it gonna take?
Full participation in the case.
Fine.
Not just lab work, everything.
What, you want me to spit in my hand? We're Scully and Mulder.
Scully and Mulder. See, that's the perk when you're fully aware that you are the only one in close proximity. You know your worth.
Hi, Zach.
Zach, that was him. That was the scientist guy. I loved him as well. I genuinely loved him. He fueled me.
Typical squint.
I don't know what that means.
Cops get stuck. We bring in people like you. You know, squints.
Oh, you mean people with very high IQs and basic reasoning skills? What exactly am I supposed to be squinting at?
It's like pornography. You know it when you see it.
I think you kind of know with pornography what you're looking at. There she blows. Oh my god, these titles! That was the guy, the one with the curly hair, that was rich. You know when something just takes you back and makes you feel good? That was those titles for me then. I think I need to watch this show again because I'm not kidding when I say I do not remember. Like, I don't know if this is a man or if this is a woman or whatever right now, and who did kill this person. Like,
What can you tell me?
Not much. She's a young woman, probably between
woman.
18 and 22, approximately 5'3". Race unknown. Delicate features.
I mean, that's impressive place there, isn't it?
The pond is not only warm and teeming with microbes, which accelerated decomposition, but it houses black carp and koi, which fed on the body.
Can I, as the only normal person in this room, say ew?
I found some small bone fragments in the sill.
Remove the remaining tissue. I'll debride the skull fragments myself. Reassemble it so Angela can put a face on our victim.
Good. I prefer holographs. They don't stink.
Imagine this being your job though, guys. Like, you would need so much patience, so much intellect, and it's just blows my mind. Like, people like this exist. This is someone's job right now.
Even the wrong words seem to rhyme out of the doubt that fills my mind.
This is interesting, Angela.
Good morning.
Her name's Angela as well. Why do I have no, like, memory of that? I'm starting to worry about my memory.
Brennan reassembled the skull and applied tissue markers.
Her skull is badly damaged, but racial indicators, cheekbone dimensions, nasal arch, occipital measurement suggest African American.
And we have our victim.
That is not a thing though, right?
Is that who I think it is?
The girl who had the affair with the senator?
Her name's Cleo Louise Eller.
I need this kept quiet.
Ha! Cover up.
Paranoid conspiracy theory.
Is it paranoia that Monica Lewinsky was a KGB-trained sex agent mole?
What?
Okay, on this one, we stick to the book. Cops in the street, squints, in left.
Well, in that case, the Jeffersonian will be issuing a press release identifying the girl in the pond.
What are you trying to do?
Blackmail you.
Blackmail a federal agent.
Yes.
She's so, like, blunt, isn't she? There's no hiding anything from her. A spade is indeed a spade when it comes to Brennan.
Ken Thompson, Cleo's boyfriend.
Thompson's still Bethlehem's aide.
He looks familiar. Is he in something else?
Hodgins identified the particulates embedded in Cleo's skull as rolled steel, most likely from a sledge-type hammer. Also, there's cement and diatomaceous earth.
What's that?
Looks like that. It's made up of prehistoric sea creatures. It's used as an insecticide, filtering agent, cleaning abrasives, ceramics. It's very common.
Very fancy house.
Major Eller, we can't discuss the investigation in any way.
Can you at least tell us if our daughter suffered?
Given the state of her skull.
Cleo never saw it coming.
Yeah, I don't think this would be the right move for her to be in control.
Their daughter was murdered. They deserve the kindness of a lie.
There'll be an inquest report.
Which they won't read because they don't want to. Especially because toward the end, Cleo and her parents weren't even speaking.
They told you that?
You know, getting information out of live people is a lot different than getting information out of a pile of bones. You have to offer up something of yourself first.
This reminds me of Sam and Dean. Sam being Booth, Dean being Brennan. Dean's more black and white like Brennan.
Show me those bone fragments. These aren't frog bones. Cleo Eller was pregnant.
Fetal remains?
Malleus, incus, stapes. These are fetal ear bones. I hate it when you make paranoia plausible. It's like sliding off a
A
cliff.
special unit? No way your FBI pal heads it up unless the dark powers in charge are convinced he knows where his political bread is buttered. Either way, that's where this investigation ends.
Interesting. Is that going to be the way that it ends up, though?
What if Booth's right? What if I'm only good with bones and lousy with people? I understand Cleo and her bones are all I've ever seen. When she was 7, she broke her wrist, probably falling off a bike, and 2 weeks later, before the cast was even removed, she got right back on that bike and broke it all over again. And when she was being murdered, she fought back hard, even though she was so depressed she could hardly get up in the morning. Cleo wanted to live.
You ever think that maybe you come off a little distant because you connect too much?
Wow. That hits. She's a good friend.
You can tell the girl was pregnant from her skeleton.
We found fetal bones. The only question, Senator, is which one of you is the father?
Where do I know him from? True Blood. He's from True Blood, I think.
Saliva, say from chewing gum, is an excellent source of DNA. I intend to compare it to the DNA in the fetal bones.
You need a warrant for that.
Again, she needs a warrant.
If we have any further questions, we'll be in touch.
Oh, such a badass. And Ian, thank you so much for these little squishies.
Don't be nice to me after I got you in trouble.
Your heart was in the right place.
No, I'm not a heart person. You're a heart person. I'm a brain person.
I love her.
Mr. Laurier, we have a warrant to search your apartment.
Don't run, Oliver.
Can they do that? Can they actually do that?
If there's anything I can do to help you catch Cleo's killer, just tell me.
When people don't blink like that, it makes me nervous.
Cranial fragmentation suggests a 20-pound hammer striking 4 to 5 times while the victim's head rested on a cement floor containing traces of diatomaceous earth. That's the best explanation for the particulates found in her skull.
In case Cleo was identified, the murder planted evidence. Sound like any conniving son of a bitch senators, you know?
This is exactly why squints belong in the lab. You guys don't know anything about the real world.
I wonder who's writing this, if it's going to be the Squints or if it's FBI.
You must know about her family. Both parents vanish when she's 15. Probably counts as the real world.
That is the lowest couch I think I've ever seen. Nailed it.
Were you any good at being a sniper?
Maybe it was the senator putting an order out for someone else to do it though, you know what I mean?
You're great at what you do, Bones, but
You don't solve murders.
There's that tension. They have to be that close, don't they? Normal. In the head. Yes, that TV.
You got a warrant to search Bethlehem's place?
You're right. If Bethlehem wasn't a center, I'd be in that basement looking for that killing floor. I was never afraid of that guy. I'm doing this for Cleo.
So why wouldn't he have done it if he wasn't feared of him? Maybe the wife.
The warrant says they're searching for blood traces, a sledgehammer, and diatomaceous earth.
What the hell is that?
Or him doing the dirty work. Well,
I don't recognize that.
interesting.
That is not mine.
Cement floor in the basement?
yeah, with no blood, no diatomaceous earth. We needed the trifecta, Bones.
The plot thickens. I also can't remember if Bones solves a case in one episode or if it drags on to another. I can't remember the layout.
Toast to getting the murderous bastard.
I love that they're all in beakers.
You said that diatomaceous earth could be used as a filtering agent.
Yeah, for swimming pools, water filters.
Or tropical fish.
What's your hurry?
Thompson read the warrant. He knows we're looking for diatomaceous earth. Get in touch with Booth. Tell him where I'm going, okay?
She didn't actually say where she was going, did she?
It's him. Okay, okay.
This is a private residence. I don't suppose you have a warrant.
I'm working with the FBI. If I have reasonable suspicion of a crime being committed, I don't need a warrant.
What crime?
Destruction of evidence pertinent to a federal investigation.
He's gonna burn it all. That was his plan.
I'll stop you.
Not before I burn this place down with you in it.
You might want to get rid of that lighter.
The evidence said he did it, but I don't know why. You know what? It doesn't matter. You know what? Motive does not matter.
He didn't save his job. You know, it's a tough town.
Just take that gun away. Thank you. So they do find out the killer in the episode rather than it being like a knock on, I guess. They didn't find the star, did they? It'd be such a difficult job.
She didn't give him a warning. She just shot him with alcohol on her breath.
Which warning did you give people before you sniped them?
I told you it wasn't the senator.
And I told you who it was, so we're even.
Except we work in the same cases and you end up on the New York Times bestsellers list.
I thought it'd be the senator ordering him to do it, to keep his hands clean, not him actually doing it to save his job.
Where there is sadness, joy.
They gave some sort of closure and peace to the family, at least.
Being a sniper, I
took a lot of lives. What I'd like to do before I'm done is try and catch at least that many murderers.
Please, you don't think there's some kind of cosmic balance sheet? I'd like to help you with that.
There is Anubis after all. You can change your fate. I enjoyed that a lot, guys. I really, really did. And it does remind me of how brilliant this show is, and the actors that are in it, the chemistry that they have, the family dynamic again that they have. It's not blood, similarly to Supernatural, but it's so much more than that as well. I enjoyed watching it and seeing what I remembered as and when I saw it as well. Like, oh yeah, I remember him looking like that, or yeah, I remember there being a thing between this one and this one. Don't get me wrong, I don't remember the details of it, which makes me want to binge this show so bad and catch up and see the episodes that I never got around to seeing either, because I still don't know how the show ended. I haven't seen all of this show, and I don't remember where I stopped either. If I'm going off of the pilot alone, I know that I'm better off just watching it all anyway, because my memory is so trash, and there was so much that I didn't recall, like pretty much the entirety of that pilot. The things that I do remember is more the friendships there. So yes, I am really excited to watch this show. I don't know when I'll get around to it. I did have Bones as a box set at some point, so I might check on my shelf to see if I can find that box set if I still have it. I think I had seasons 1 and 2, maybe. I was surprised that this is the one that won on the poll as well. But having said that, like, I'm happy about it because I really, really enjoyed it. I just figured that because the show was kind of old, that people just wouldn't have the interest there, but it just shows that some shows age so well, and this, for instance, is definitely one of those. Buffy again, Supernatural. I watched Smallville pilot and I really enjoyed that, but I don't know if that was just purely a personal thing, a personal preference. I think TV is just so good, and I have such a huge passion for TV, hence why I do what I do, and the fact that you guys are enjoying watching this as well and having an interactive part in it just makes it all the better. So thank you guys for being here and sticking around with me as well. And if this is something you'd want as like a series, let me know, because I'd be tempted to do it. Even if it's a patron only exclusive type of thing, I wouldn't mind doing that at all. So yeah, let me know what you think. What did you think of the show as well in general? Did you watch the show when it aired? Did you watch it when it finished and you just binged the whole thing? Yeah, share your experiences. I love to read them. Thank you guys though for taking the time to watch this reaction. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a cheeky thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you would like to. But as always, there's no pressure here. I have a Patreon with extended and exclusive content over there, which helps support the content here on YouTube, so it means the world if you could check it out. And I hope to see you all again soon for another video. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.